A user will sign into the WorkFam application using his or her work email address. They will outline the company they work for, their designation, and their department. In this case, we're signing in as Stefan, who works for Dell EMC. Stefan will then be asked to select his interests. He is interested in sports, volunteer work, and health and fitness. This information will be stored along with his details inside his profile. Next, he will be directed to the home page. His experience starts here. On the home page, Stefan is able to browse through all the events and experiences his colleagues are currently attending. Events will usually have a predetermined date and time, like the ex-Dubai Spartan Race or the Dubai City Swim. Experiences, on the other hand, do not. An employee of Dell EMC can easily initiate an experience for their company, like carding at the Dubai Autodrome or yoga on the beach. In this case, Stefan has not used the quick search tiles above, nor has he used the filter in a search. He is browsing through both events and experiences across all categories that are both free and paid. However, keep in mind that each person will have a unique homepage depending on their interests and historical usage. Stefan manages quite a few people. He has been trying to encourage his team to do more volunteer work to help drive the company's CSR. He checks to see if anybody from his team is participating in the Dubai blood donation experience. Issa is a top performer in Stefan's team and is constantly organizing CSR and wellness initiatives. Using WorkFam, Stefan is able to easily browse through a list of recommended rewards that are specific to Issa's interests. Stefan can purchase them directly through the application, and Issa will be rewarded through a WorkFam credit. So let's take a look at the Nike Long Run, a free event that some of his colleagues are attending. Here we can find details about the experience, like the time and date, content uploaded by the service provider, in this case Nike, some photos of your team, and the location, which can be opened using Google Maps. There's also a chat room allowing the Nike Long Run crew to coordinate amongst themselves. So 5 people are currently attending this event. Stefan decides to invite a few more of his colleagues he knows will be interested in this sort of event. If he can't find one of his colleagues' profiles, they might not have downloaded WorkFam yet, so he can use the invite by email option. WorkFam's unique matching algorithm makes this incredibly easy to do so, as we connect like-minded employees through our suggestion feature. After inviting a few WorkFam members, Stefan decides to join the event himself. His calendar has been updated and is synced with Outlook. Speaking of calendar, any user is able to view past and future events and experiences. They can also upload their photos and tag their WorkFam whilst reminiscing on the good times that they've had. The Explore tab allows Stefan to browse through our database of corporate discounts. This is where you can make it happen. Be the first to attend an upcoming event in Dubai or initiate an experience. Stefan decides he wants to go to the Ripe Market. This week's pop-up is on Saturday starting at 10 a.m. Stefan lets his entire WorkFam know he is going and opens up the invite for all to join. This event will now appear on the home screen for all those that are interested. Stefan then decides he wants to create a football tournament. According to the sales managers, there are many football players in their department that are interested in a sales versus marketing playoff. The WorkFam application has also picked up on this and has suggested accordingly. Instead of selecting individual players, he decides to invite the 2 departments. Stefan checks the live availability of the court, while WorkFam considers the availability of those that are invited. The WorkFam application allows Stefan to do this as we've built custom APIs per service provider, giving us exclusive access to their booking systems. Stefan secures the court and proceeds to create Sportsmania football experience. He secures his spot by paying a small deposit through our payment platform and waits for the others to join. As the creator of this experience, he will be notified accordingly. When the event hits the minimum threshold, the full amount will be released off each player's account. If the experience does not hit the minimum threshold in the required time, the deposit will be refunded immediately. Similarly, Stefan can be the first to join or create experiences in other categories, like the volunteer work, for example. So that's the Explore tab. Let's move on to the tribes. This is where gamification, rewards, and recognition comes into play. The more you participate in wellness initiatives, the more badges you are likely to receive. This is where WorkFam can help your organization identify people by their interests, not only their department or their performance. As an example, Stephanie Jaher is one of the leaders of the Sports Lunatic Tribes. Who would have thought the quiet girl from finance would be a gold badge sports lunatic? The other tribes include fitness freaks, adrenaline junkies, change makers, and family persons and foodie monsters. So that's the Dell EMC tribes. Let's move on to the profile page. So now you finally get to meet Stefan. He's the category manager in the marketing department. Through his profile, he's also able to edit his personal information and view notifications. In the menu button, Stefan's able to invite more colleagues by email, submit a request to add additional vendors, give feedback, and adjust his interests. So that's WorkFam for the modern workforce.